stick with my dog. DJ Sama.
Sutra. Let's go.
So we gonna have one of the craziest times you ever had in your life.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Sama Sutra again, another fabulous virtual podcast show. Don't forget to click like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Sama Sutra, and hit that bell button so you get notified when we got them new joints. And today, I'm really excited to have the owners of Syndicate Wynwood on with me because they are sponsoring the Pro-Am, and I want to first of all thank you for that. I've got Joycey and Joey in the house. How you guys feeling?
Good. How are you, man?
How are you?
Thanks for having us on.
Hey, man, another beautiful day in South Florida, man. That's all I got to say. I had the opportunity to go down to Wynwood and check out your venue. It's really starting to come together. I got the chance to see the main dance floor where you have the stage and all the the bar and situation going on there. That looks really, really nice. Tell me a little bit about yourselves before we jump into the venue. Where are you guys from, and how long have you been doing what you do?
Okay, so I'm in my 20s. I'm 27. I grew up in Miami, and I've been in this industry for a really long time. My first job was in Finnegan's on Lincoln Road, the oldest bar in Miami Beach. I started cocktail waitressing there, and then grew in the industry. I worked at Duffy's for a long time, at Porterhouse in North Miami. It's in Sunny Isles. It's like one of the oldest locations.
Yeah, I know. I grew up in North Miami. I went to North Miami Senior High. Yeah.
So you know Porterhouse, like
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course, you know, that crazy ass place. Yeah. So I'm Russian. So my family is around, like, from that area and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I met him at a bar in New York and in Queens. And
I was just up in Long Island. Had a great time out there.
Yeah. Oh man, it's the best. It's
I love New York, man. I love every time I get a chance, I go out there. I'm originally from Chicago, but because of the Four Seasons and the electricity that the city has, man, I feel like I'm back home.
Exactly. No, it's amazing. And honestly, the people are so much. They're just different. Like, it's a different place, different type of crowd, different type of a lot of really hard work, a lot of realness. Like, well, don't get me wrong, you're gonna find crazy people everywhere, but it's different. There's a reason why Florida Man exists. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Florida Men.
Florida Man. Like, you can Google Florida Man with like your birthday or something, and then a crazy ass story will come up of like some guy eating someone's face, like something like that.
I never knew that. Yeah, wow.
Oh yeah, no, it's a thing. So people do that all the time. Like, they'll look up Florida Man, and then like with their birthday, and they'll crack up because it's some crazy story about a Floridian doing something.
Oh, okay, I get you now. Yeah. Okay. Definitely a lot of crazy things happening. I remember when that whole man eating other person thing happened. I was like, you got to be kidding.
Yeah, I was in college here, and I was just like, well, this is Miami. Yeah,
anything can happen. Hey, we got iguanas falling out the sky, so I mean, go figure.
We got alligators with limbs missing.
So how about you, Joey? What made you? Where you from? You're from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm from upstate New York.
Yeah.
I spent some time traveling around, and then I ended up meeting Joycey in Queens. Randomly, she was my bartender. I harassed her until she took my number, basically.
Yeah.
And then
I've done that before. Because I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ by trade, so a lot of times, growing up, this is funny. I worked at the Miami Playboy Club down here in South Florida, that was right next to the Miami Airport Inn. And, come on, Playboy bunnies. That's all I got to say. You know what I mean? Like, I stayed there for like 2 years. I didn't want to leave, And then my next job was working as a DJ on Carnival Cruise Lines. So, it was like, 300 single women every week. I mean, come on, what could go wrong?
What can go wrong if you don't rap it? You better be.
A lot could go wrong if you don't rap it, but I always rapped it, so we were good. We were rapping. Out back then. You know what I mean?
That's good.
A lot of stories between those four walls that we can't talk about, if you know what I mean.
Love those stories.
So you guys, Joey, you decided to get into the bar business. What made you want to do that, man?
Her, I would have never done it. Before her, I was a mechanic. And
Really?
I used to build motorcycles, and that's all I did.
He did a lot more than that. He was the general manager of Harley Davidson.
Really?
He was making money. But you know, it's a lot of work. And sorry, go ahead.
There you go. No, neither of us wanted to work for anyone else, so we ended up kind of having that in common.
Yeah.
And she had a ton of drive, and she had like this goal in mind and a little bit of money saved up, and we kind of went from there. Like started from nothing, and it started growing, and now we're here in this crazy building, doing this crazy build out, trying to get this space for everyone to enjoy. You know.
Is this the first venue for you guys?
First liquor.
Yeah, first liquor venue and second venue in Miami.
Yeah.
We moved. Sorry, go ahead.
We've done beer and wine. We've done a bunch of different events in Miami. We used to have a smaller space, so we did events at as well.
Yeah.
Back in October of 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, the landlord was selling the building, and he let us know ahead of time. So we ended up sourcing this building, which is massive.
No, but it's crazy how it happened. No, you have to hear how it happened. Okay, so it's October. We're in the middle of a pandemic. He tells us that he's selling the building, our landlord at the time.
Yeah.
And it was out of nowhere, we didn't know what to do, of course, so we started looking for other locations, and we were already in the heart of Wynwood for over 2.5 years. We were going on 3 years. So we didn't want to leave the area. So we're looking, we can't find anything. I called the location that we're in. That was the first phone call I made when we were looking for locations, and no one answered. And so about 2 weeks right before we had to actually move, we had nothing set up. We didn't know what we were going to do. We thought we were going to close our business. We thought we weren't going to find anything. You know, it was 2 weeks and we have to move a 2,500 square foot business, which is almost close to impossible to do in such short notice.
Yeah.
And basically I took a chance and I was like, I need to go back to the spot and just keep calling them. And the sign was still up. So that's exactly what I did. I kept calling. I left them 4 voicemails about how I have this bar. It's already open. We just need to move. You know, I need to do this. And they finally got back to me. And almost a week before we had to leave, we signed everything. It all happened at once. And we got a great deal because we were in the middle of a pandemic and no one knew, what was going to happen. It was October.
Yeah.
That just happened. And then sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, wow, that's incredible that you got, the timing, and the way things happened.
So the universe be great because when we finally moved, so the space here is about 6,800 square feet. So we have a lot of doors everywhere. We're on the corner in a way where we have corner gates, and then we have Fifth Avenue entrance gates. Mm-hmm. So on the corner side of 25th Street, in 2019, Joey and I walked around spray painting Syndicate Wynwood all over the ground, all over Wynwood. And this was when we were in our old location. We were on 2nd Ave, closer to where Wynwood starts. It says welcome to Wynwood. And we walked around everywhere, 5th Ave, 2nd Ave, everywhere. We ended up spray painting Syndicate Wynwood in front of one of our gate doors of our new location
2 years
in
before
2019.
Wow.
We had marked it.
Universe crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. What is it about Wynwood that people gravitate to besides, it being artsy, and you seeing graffiti all over the place? Because I'll be honest with you, I really don't hang out in Wynwood a lot. I love going there, don't get me wrong, but I don't hang out there a lot because it's just not, in my location and whatnot. But every chance I get, I do, step out there. But what is it? What's so special about Wynwood so that people that don't live here can kind of grasp?
If you live in the Northeast, there's a lot of places that they converted warehouse districts into new bars or breweries and stuff like that. Miami, I don't know how long, I haven't been here that long, more 4 or 5 years almost, and people have been telling me that Wood Tavern was the first place here. They think they just got cheap rent. They were allowed to open late. They were kind of grungy. They were doing a different thing, and they started this whole Wynwood thing quite a while ago.
Well, it was them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
sorry. When I was in college here, I was going to the Wolfson campus in Miami-Dade, and this was before Wynwood was even half as busy as it is. Wood Tavern was open, and then we also had Urban Living. I think it was like a weed company type thing, but this was before marijuana was even medicinal here.
Yeah.
So they were doing like just events around like cannabis stuff, and it was just a very hipster, like gentrified, getting their area. And then with more bars opening up, there's just so much different culture here. Like there's so many different things. We have the Museum of Graffiti here. We have the craziest Asian restaurants that you can ever possibly try. Like we have an Asian food court. It's called 1-800-Lucky. It's in the middle of Wynwood, and it's truly like you walk in and you're like, and you feel like you just got to Japan. I don't know. It's crazy.
I gotta check that out.
So good. So good. You will find something you like, I promise you. But that's the point, is that there's something for everyone. And you won't find anything like this area in all of South Florida. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so what, because you guys serve food too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but are you like a traditional restaurant, or is it kind of like eats, like a quick eats type of deal, or what is it?
Now, with this concept, we're still working out how we're going to do the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're leaning into like maybe some high-end meats, light bites, but like go ahead.
So it's because the space is 6,800 square feet, but we're going to have 3 different bars inside of the space working together as one, but one kitchen working with all of the bars. Okay. So we want the food to make sense with the bars themselves. And one of the bars that we're opening up is during our second phase, possible that it will be open for the Pro-Am. Okay. We're not 100% sure. It really depends on the city and, how they do things.
The rules and regulations and all that stuff, the clearing of the, okay.
Yeah. But that space is going to be like a 20s prohibition speakeasy. It's going to be very dim lit, very intimate performances. Like, in the 20s, like they had to be very low key about where they all drank alcohol because it was illegal. So they would rent out like 2 days before the events, they would rent out a warehouse, and they would get a band, and basically the band would perform right in front of you, and you just felt like you were immersed in this like music experience, and it was just loud and it was fun. And that's how it's going to be in this very intimate setting. It's going to be very dim lit, and we're going to have crazy flair mixology cocktails, and like just it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. And basically we want the food to match that, and we're going to specialize in whiskeys and stuff, so we want the food to be high-end, maybe like high-end meats to share, stuff like that. We also want to start with pop-ups in the kitchen. So if you know anyone who's like a great chef, we're looking to get different people in here every other day or maybe every 2 days, so that way there's different food.
Anyone that's listening, anyone that hears this, they know a good chef that needs a spot. We would love to host all the different as many chefs as possible. We want to be a community space. We want a space for everyone to use. That's why we want 3 different concepts in here. So you can come out to a high-end cocktail with your girl, and then go into the event space, catch a show, and then go to the other space, some pool or whatever. And then at the same time, we want the menu to match that. So if we have a couple different chefs each week, we'd love to have something like that,
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that concept. I think people are always looking for something different, what I'm saying, to kind of whet their palate on something that they may have not experienced before. So, kudos to you guys for being innovative like that, because I really enjoy that. I know I like to take my girl to different spots, what I'm saying, that we normally, wouldn't frequent because maybe we don't know. We don't know about it, or it just popped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times when you're Googling stuff, you Google, the type of food you want to eat, and then different things. So it's important to be on the search. So I'm sure you're going to make sure that you, you do the SEO and all that stuff the right way so that you guys pop up, because that's important. Now let's talk a little bit about the Pro-Am. So the Pro-Am Dance DJ Expo happening June 11th through the 13th. And you guys got a really big space. I know there's a lot more to the space that's still being constructed, but there's a lot of space right now for people to hang out. You've got that little, what do you call that little patio thing that you got outside with
it's a patio.
It's like our patio, but there's swings, and there's going to be grassy areas so people can sit on the floor, wherever, it's going to be super chill. Inside, there's going to be VIP seating, so if you want to be more secluded, you can be like cozy in that little area that I sent you photos of. It's super viney, so you're going to be like...
let's take a look at what you sent me. There's one picture you sent me. What am I looking at right now?
That's the patio. You can blow it up if you want. So it's just the entrance of the patio. Of course, it's really long. It's not just that, but that's like the VIP seating in the front. We're going to be adding vines all around the walls.
I love the wood decor. You know, I mean, it looks really super cool like that.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed though when I was walking up to the where the DJ system is all the way at the end of the patio, I heard and I was like, oh, that's a nice little creak. You're not going to hear that with all the music on and everything, but I thought that was cool.
No.
I felt like I was in some old school, you know what I'm saying, like little setting there.
Well, that's the other thing with the patios. We have a separate stage at the back of the patio. It's smaller, so we can host like a smaller DJ or jazz or whoever, you know. So we can have a totally separate show inside. And we're having outside as well, so we can set different tones and different vibes in different spaces.
Yeah, I love the wood. I'm a wood, you know, like a connoisseur of that. So the way you got that, did you varnish that the wooding there, or how did you get that finish?
It was burned. So everything was burned. So we take these driveway torches basically, and they burn at about 2,000 degrees, and you run over the wood, and it brings the grain out. Yeah. And then you seal it with some kind of sealer, like a wood sealer.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say was our wood guy is incredible. His name is Glenn Carroll, and first of all, he's an incredible musician, but also he is an incredible handyman. Like, he can build anything you could possibly think of out of wood. If you want to, I don't know, a bench that's curved in crazy waves, he's going to make it happen. And out of wood. He's going to make waves happen out of wood. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. I'm going to have to get his number.
Hell yeah, we got you.
So talk to me about this spot right here. What am I looking at right now?
So that's the little VIP section, one of them inside of the main area, the main bar area. For the Pro-Am, we're hoping to have that speakeasy and this room operating at the same time.
Nice. Looking forward to that. Yeah, the stage is a nice size. Big dance floor, which I like because we like to get our people to have their boogie on. So that's pretty cool. We're going to have a press release party at your venue on Thursday night. So that's going to be happening early. We're inviting all the press, all the media to come on by and check out some of the TikTok dancers that are flying in from all over the world. We've got Young Homie. He's crazy numbers. This kid's got like over 5 million followers on TikTok. And then we've got another one from Vegas and Miami. He goes back and forth. His name is Rampage. And he's got like over 8 million followers on TikTok. I'm like, dude, what are you doing on your TikTok? That you they are, man. I mean, these guys are they're doing stuff. And I'll be honest with you, some of it looks like really easy until you try and do it.
So right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like moonwalking, right? Yeah. And you're like, okay, I could moonwalk, man. You know what I'm saying? But why doesn't my moonwalk look like your moonwalk? That's because he spent 8,000 hours perfecting his moonwalk, and I spent 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's really cool if they're adding it to the Olympics. It makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
It's so competitive.
Yeah. You know, that's like really the talk of the town right now is that breakdancing is an official Olympic sport and will be sanctioned by the 2024 Paris Olympics. I mean, that's huge. I'm surprised it took this long, but thank God that we're here because it's only going to open more doors for the world of breaking. You know, Red Bull, Monster Energy drink, all these guys, they have breaking athletes already, you know, on their roster. So, you know, it's one of those things where we're really excited about the Pro-Am because it's a hub for these guys to be able to display their skills.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be pretty cool.
So are you guys doing like a giveaway? I think I saw your flyer for it on your page or something like that. I haven't posted, but we can post that.
Yeah, I'll give you all the flyers. You know, my partner Speedy's a fanatic when it comes to flyers. He's got a flyer for every day, everything that we do. We got all these cool, you know, DJ icons that are going to be judging the DJ competition, and then we have the breaking competition, and some of the biggest B-boys from all over the country are going to be coming down. I think from France, we've got a guy by the name of Nguyen that's going to be down. He's one of the hottest B-boys out in the scene. We also have our local MIA breaking homeboy by the name of Zeku, and he's won so many competitions. He's going to be doing workshops at the Pro-Am. He's going to be coming out to our functions. So it's exciting, man. It's exciting. Just a lot of networking that's going to be going on, competitions, panels, performances. We've got the hip hop kids. I mean, it's just going to be nice. I'm going to be passed out by because the closing.
Are you going to be showing me your breakdancing moves?
I don't think I'll have any left by the time the Pro-Am is done. But our closing party, we've got the block party happening on Sunday from 1 to 6 at the Miami Graffiti Museum parking lot. And then we bounce over to your spot for the official Pro-Am closing party. So that's where we're going to say farewell to everybody and shut it down. So it's going to be action-packed. Anybody that wants tickets can get them at ProAmExpo.com. You guys are the official home of the Pro-Am. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
You know?
Well, also.
I can't wait to party at your venue. It's going to be a real good time. We're already selling a lot of tickets. So, it's going to be well attended. Looking forward to it.
We are too. We are. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to thank you for, taking a few minutes out of your time to tell us a little bit about Syndicate Wynwood. We wish you, lots of luck and looking forward, like I said, to hanging out with you guys and tossing some back. Speaking of that, man, what's this, what's the drink specialty over there? Like, what kind of drinks you guys serve over there? Because I saw like when I was exiting the building, I saw something on the right that was, I don't know, it had to do with mud or something. I don't know. It was like something. What's that all about?
Well, yes and no. So we have a plant-based bar in the front of our business. There's going to be a bunch of mini bars in the front before you enter, like the plant-based from the street. Yes.
Mini bars. So, you call them mini bars?
Mini bars, baby bars, baby bars. They're like 100 square feet. Basically, like almost like a walk-up window. You go there, you order, you leave. But anyway, the plant-based bar, or you don't have to leave. Obviously, you can order and then go sit behind a tree or go swing on a swing.
Yeah, you got that big oak tree in right next to the dance floor. I love that.
Yeah, that tree, it was built from scratch. That used to be a pole. It was incredible watching the guy do everything. He's incredible. His name's Daniel Rogers. Shout out to him because he is extremely talented. Yeah. But anyway, so we're going to have kind of like a Fat Tuesdays slushy bar in one of the front areas. It's going to be very Miami themed. There's going to be like flamingos and like palms everywhere. It's going to be
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. Very, very Miami friendly in the front, and then you're going to enter into the black main bar room where the tree is and all of that stuff. And that bar is it's going to be themed around saints, sinners, like heaven and hell on earth. There's like a mural of an evil Eve, like Adam and Eve, holding an apple. And the drinks that we have on the menu they're the 7 deadly sins. And then that's like our specialty menu. And those drinks are they're high-end mixology cocktails, like very beautiful garnishes, all that stuff. You'll be amazed.
Yeah.
We'll have also a saint menu.
Yeah,
which is non-alcoholic. So if anyone that doesn't want to drink, there'll always be some kind of option for them to come.
Okay, so you pick where you want to go. You want to be evil. You want to be the saint. Exactly. You could do whatever you want.
You want to be healthy, Yeah. And it's the non-alcoholic cocktails are also true cocktails. They're not like something that I came up with like cucumber and mint and water. No, it's not like that. They're true cocktails that you would have alcoholic, like the alcohol version of it, but non-alcoholic, right? So let's say a Negroni. You know what a Negroni is, right?
No, I do not.
Old-fashioned?
Negroni
or an old-fashioned. Like you guys, you know what an old-fashioned is? Like you go and you've heard that before in a bar probably. Like someone ordered an old-fashioned.
Yeah.
A whiskey-based drink. So anyway, we have an exact non-alcoholic version of that drink where it tastes identical to the alcoholic version. You would never be able to tell that it's non-alcoholic. And it's made that way to have like the customer who comes in and doesn't want to drink, but they have the friends that do want to drink. It makes them feel like they're not doing anything different, like they still feel like they're a part of the group. They're part of this.
It looks like a regular drink. Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Exactly. No one's gonna be like, you're a child. Well,
I like whiskeys. I know you guys have a array of whiskeys there,
we're
right?
specialize in whiskeys. The speakeasy is going to have a crazy amount of whiskeys.
Good. Maybe you can turn me on to something new because I'm tired of drinking Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Come
We got a couple
on.
options.
Yeah, you're gonna learn. It's okay.
Yeah, you know. Do you get a lot of college students coming to your spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
A bunch. It ranges. I feel like we have customers who are 18, and then we have customers who are 70 years old.
Yeah, that's playing the whole field. Yeah.
You drink kava when you're 18. 21, we sell a tea named kratom, and that you should drink when you're 21, unless you have parent consent. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're things that make you feel good. You'll see when you come. I'll give you the whole rundown of everything. But basically, Space is going to be like a destination spot. We have something for everyone, and that was what we were kind of trying to put together. Was I love the dive bar scene, but I also love the cocktail bar scene. He loves beer so much, so we're gonna have crazy craft beers, and like we put all of that together with our non-alcoholic bars because we've been in the non-alcoholic world for a little while now, and it kind of all just is gonna come together into this one big awesome flower.
Man, we are going to have so much fun. I can't contain myself because it's going to be an action-packed 3 days with the Pro-Am and the Syndicate Wynwood and everything else that's going to be wrapped around there. So, guys, hold on to your seatbelts because this is going to be a ride, boy. Then again, thank you, Joycey and Joey, for giving us this time to talk a little bit about your spot.
Of course, thank you for having us on, man. We can't wait to see you.
All right, give everybody the address so that they know where to go.
2451 Northwest 5th Avenue, Miami, Florida 33127. Syndicate Wynwood. You can Google us, call us. We'll answer all your questions. Come through and dance with me. Let's go.
The Instagram to stay up to date. We post everything there. So
Yeah. We post daily on Instagram.
Hey Joey.
Yeah.
You picked the right one, bro.
Yeah.
You got the real one, dude. You got the real one, man. She's a hell of a woman, bro. You're a lucky man, dude.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna kiss your face. Stop. You're making me blush.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, but we appreciate you and we'll see you real soon.
See you soon, man. Have a great day.
All right, DJ Sama, you know what we do. Take me out with the fader. See ya.